Hello everyone, Dragonfriend here, and welcome back to another episode of Hellblade, Senua's Sacrifice. I am sorry if my voice sounds a bit weird today. That's because I'm having a pretty bad cold. Um, yeah. So I hope that my sniffing and my coughing and sneezing will be limited today. But we'll see. We'll see.
He's gone. You were too slow.
So yeah, last time we were thrown into the Sea of Knives by Hela.
I told you it was to trick you.
But then,
Where are you going?
Gillian,
See,
I
there's
forgot
nothing
what
to follow.
the name
Come
was.
on.
At least he showed us the way, so to speak. Is it up here? Is it that way? Why is it down here? It's up here. There he is. What's he doing? Some sort of thing. Oh yeah, and
You're imagining
I can see.
it's Dillian.
No, I
Go
do have
towards
this
him.
one.
Quick, go, run. Come on, before he disappears. Go, go, go. Ow.
Alright, things are bad. This is a shipwreck. Immense size, by the way. Maybe that's why they call it the Sea of Knives, because stuff will just break. Just lie there. Knives, so to speak. Yeah, she is walking slowly.
Before she first met him, she was not in a good place. Just a teenager, but not like the others. Barely functioning, she rarely left the house. Her father's in-bow made sure of that. Only occasionally did she venture out on her own, collecting firewood and herbs. Errands out in the Orkney Plains. That was her world. Like this one. Barren and lonely.
There is still that thing where she can see faces. Maybe I'm just imagining things. Probably that little rock there. Look like a face. No, it's not. Come on, go. Let's go. No idea where I'm going, by the way. Oh, there he is again. Still fencing. Nothing.
Senua.
Look, there's the face.
Senua, there will be times that you will feel alone and exhausted, like a strange little fish swimming against the tides of the big ocean. But have the faith to let go and let the tide carry you away. Because the whole ocean is your home, and it does not ask you to swim against it.
he was. The lone figure of a boy. Swordplay under the shade of a tree.
Where is he?
She remembers the first time she saw him. To her young eyes, he moved as if dancing. And the world danced with him. The glue lifted. And for the first time in years, she felt a ray of hope.
There's the truth.
The Northmen tell of a great hero. His name is Sigmund. His father's hall was built around a great tree, and one day, Odin comes and thrusts a sword into the tree, a gift to whomever can release it. Many try, but the sword only comes out at Sigmund's touch. His brother-in-law, King Siggeir, wants it, but Sigmund refuses him, so King Siggeir plots revenge. He invites Sigmund and his brothers to a feast. When they arrive, they are met with an army, not a warm welcome. King Siggeir captures Sigmund and his brothers, steals his coveted sword, and readies them for execution.
That's so sick. Some stuff going on. But anyway.
Death for Sigmund and his brothers seems certain. But the king's wife is Sigmund's sister, and she begs for mercy and implores the king to chain them up instead. He agrees. Not for mercy, though, but because he plans an even more cruel and lingering death. Chained to a tree in the forest that night, a she-wolf comes and devours one of Sigmund's brothers. She returns, ravenous, night after night, until only Sigmund is left. The next day, Sigmund's sister sent a servant with honey to smear on Sigmund's face. But to what end? Well, that night, when the she-wolf appears again, you'll never guess what happens.
I want to know what happens, but I can't get all the way up to the door, so I'm just gonna continue here. I'm looking around a lot, I'm sorry, but just
Day after day, watching from afar, she mimicked him, perfecting her own secret dance, wishing those fleeting moments of light would stretch out to last forever.
As the she-wolf licks the sweet honey from Sigmund's face, he bites the wolf's tongue. The she-wolf pulls away, but Sigmund holds on. The chains break, and he's free. After his escape, Sigmund lives like us, hidden in the forest. His enemy, King Siggeir, believing him dead, as his sister plots revenge. And for vengeance to succeed, even the great Sigmund needs help. So she sends her sons to him. But their blood is weak and corrupted, and they're put to death by Sigmund. So his sister hatches a new plan, one that is cold of heart and pure of blood.
No, it's a trick. It's an illusion. It's not real. Do you really think it's real? You want to believe
wow.
it's real, but it's a trick.
That's bright.
You're deluded. Where are you going? Where is she going? What is she following? You can't even fight. It's just deception.
How does he so effortlessly court the world and bliss? If only she could do the same. See the world through eyes anew and dance with it, just like he does.
This looks nice. Probably getting ripped apart again at some point. She's missing her blue on her face.
What's your name?
Senua.
I haven't seen you before.
I don't leave home much.
Oh, Zeno's daughter.
I have to go.
Wait. Who taught you to fight like that?
No one.
No one.
Well, I watched you, and
You learnt all of that from watching me? You should become a warrior, you know.
me?
I'm Dillian. I'm here for the warrior trials. Just come and watch. And bring your sword.
You can't put it into words. That moment when you look into the eyes of the one who's supposed to reassure you, make you feel safe. It only takes an instant. Fear swallows you before you have a chance to make sense of it. And darkness becomes a part of who you are.
You killed him.
But her world changed the day the Northmen took him from her. Senua knows that there's no going back to how things were. That there's nothing to go back to at all.
Stay still, stay quiet, hide, don't tell her.
Their gods can see into your mind. They will use this power to destroy
They
you.
won't stop me. I can still feel him.
Whatever's left of him, they will never let him go.
I'm not gonna let him rot here!
You're the one rotting here.
Leave me alone!
You will die here,
No!
and all your suffering will have been for nothing.
Well, that worked.
Dillian? Is that you? I'll find you, my love. I promise.
Right?
That tree. Can you see him? You want to believe it. Is he not real? Is he there? You're alone in these mountains. Is that Dillian? Nothing lives here. You won't survive. You met him by the tree. She met him by the tree. Maybe it's a sign, the tree. What's he trying to tell you?
Sigmund's sister trades shapes with a sorceress, and in disguise, she lies with her own brother. She gives birth to a son named Sinfjotli. After a time, she sends him to the forest to Sigmund. He tests the boy and finds him strong and fearless, and so they go to take their vengeance on King Siggeir. But luck is not on their side. They're captured, and Siggeir has them buried alive.
Okay. So that story continues. It's getting weirder and weirder. So
As
that's-
Sigmund and Sinfjotli are being buried alive, Sigmund's sister throws an armful of straw into the grave mound. Hidden in the straw is Sigmund's sword, the gift of Odin. They cut their way out of the grave mound and set fire to Siggeir's hall. The king burns to death. Sigmund calls to his sister to come out so that she may live and be honored. She does come out, but only to tell him the truth. that she had slept with him, her brother, to beget a strong avenger. I am not fit to live, she says, and walks back into the fire. Strike vengeance from your hearts.
Oh god, what are we gonna do now?
Take it. A sword. Take it. Dillian left it for you. Take it.
Just
It's coming from there and there. What are they? Look. Where's it coming from? She started something.
What's happening?
Senua, imagine a sword that can slay gods. Its name is Gramr. It was forged by the god of all Northmen, Odin, and gifted to Sigmund, a great warrior.
I need this sword. It's important. Can you help me?
The sword appears whole, but it is an illusion. It shattered into shards long ago. It is said a great warrior can reforge Gramr by answering the trials of Odin, one for each shard. The roots of the Tree of Death will take you to new lands where you will face the trial.
Go to the shards. Go to the shard.
Go to the shards.
What's the shard? Find it.
It's the metal stone. Where is it?
Find it. There it is.
Focus.
There's the shard. Focus.
Focus.
Use your eyes. Look.
Get closer.
A king in the north forced the dwarves to make a sword that would never fail and never rust, and that would slice through iron and stone and bring victory to its bearer. But the angry dwarves cursed it. It would be the death of a man every time it was drawn, and it would be the death of the king. Let me tell you about the sword Tyrving.
I don't recognize this place. Where are we? Where is she?
It feels wrong. Where are we now? Burial mound. So strange that we go to such lengths to bury death. Something so very ordinary, inevitable. It's as if we conspire to hide death, because we have no answer for it. But when it comes and forces itself onto our friends or loved ones, then comes the reckoning.
You're dead. Don't go in there. Go in. You have to go in. Take the torch. It's too dark. Take it. This will help you. Careful. You have to be able to see.
nothing more here, right? Doesn't seem to. Okay, well, let's go in and we'll see what's gonna happen.
Who's there?
Okay.
Dillian, I'm here. I'm here for the trials. Like when we first met, remember?
Let's take a look.
I'll find him.
Oh my god, this is gonna be a maze. Can I ignite this?
What's that? Did you hear that? Nothing. Was that voices? Is that the voice or the voice of the dead? Not Dillian.
Okay, yeah, I can.
Dillian's calling to you. Can you hear him? Where is he? He sounds like he's getting further away.
Don't touch the walls.
You don't know what they might do.
Turn back.
She has to keep going.
It's not safe here.
She has to keep going.
Can they just shut up?
It's too
Oh my
scary.
god. There is something.
I can hear
that's
him.
good.
Senua, you remind me of a story that the Northmen tell about a young woman warrior. Her name is Herver, the daughter of a berserker, born after he was killed. She's a wild, willful child who teaches herself to fight with weapons. When she learns where her father is buried, her only desire is to reclaim the treasure buried with him, but above all, the sword, Tyrving.
He's going to save you. Find the voice. Find him.
It's coming from the right.
Find another way. It's not working. You have to use your mind. Where can you go? You're failing. Find another way. Think. Focus. Use your mind. Where's he gone? He's disappeared. You let him slip through your fingers once again. It's not him. It's not him. We told you. We told you it was a trick.
It's getting louder. It's coming from the light over there.
That voice doesn't sound like Dillian anymore. What's happening?
Quiet.
It's not him.
He wants me to find him. I'm lost without him.
It's not Dillian. That doesn't sound like Dillian. It sounds like something more dangerous.
That voice. It's not Dillian.
No, it's not. Hold up, I've been there. No, I haven't. So I went to the right.
You don't recognize it. Don't doubt yourself. You'll never find it. She doesn't recognize it. Yes, you do. You know where you go. She doesn't. Listen for his voice.
I
Listen.
said the same as this one.
Where Listen for his voice. Dillian. She can't hear him.
Yeah.
Does everything look the same? Looks the same. Something's behind. Look for clues. What is it?
A few moments later.
Oh, we're back at the start again. So I can't go there. This looks different.
There he is. Dillian, there he is. Finally. You found him.
What's wrong? What happened? Can you hear me?
How did you let him go again?
Just wait there. I'll find you.
Could you?
How?
You have to find him. This is your mission. Find him. You have to use everything you have and find him. Get him back. He was just there. How could you lose him? How could she lose him? How could she? Find him.
How? How? Oh, wait, this is... Ah. Okay, so this looks like a map of tree. Of this way. And then I'm assuming that that sword is like there. So that means that this would be... Okay, so we have to get back to the start. And we do left, right, left, and then every single time right. Okay, so left, right, left, and then just right. Okay. And now we're getting somewhere. This is the start. So we need to do left. Okay, so we're getting somewhere. Let me go right. And then we go left again. And then we keep going right. I mean, that was it, right? Let's just see. What does it say here? Because this should be the same. Yeah. Okay, so now let's just keep going right.
Dillian wants me to face my fears.
Alright. Now what are your fears then? Oh god.
Father? I'm leaving. I've decided. I think it will be good for me.
It's the darkness. It's speaking through
No,
you.
Dad, it's me. I think I can beat it. In my own way.
I can see the darkness in your eyes, child.
I met a boy.
Boy.
The chieftain's son.
No.
He said he could help me.
It's a trick.
He said I could be normal.
Normal.
Yes.
No boy is going to save you. No one can. When they see the rot growing inside you,
No!
they will turn their back on you. The gods can only fix you through my hand. You're going nowhere.
No.
You will not defy the gods! Come, child, take my hand. Come. Senua.
I am leaving!
You cannot escape the darkness. Your curse will make everyone suffer. You will have blood on your hands!
Okay. So that was the first one.
It's done. You did it, but there's more. There's more. I'm tired.
Okay, well, it
There's
seems to
still
be a bit more
more.
difficult than I thought.
It's not
Or
going to
actually,
be
the
easy.
opposite. Because it was, in the end, pretty clear what had to be done. But
It's too
I
much.
just didn't see it.
She hasn't got the energy. No.
So anyway, there's the next one. Can I? No, I can't. Dang it. Right. Well then, I'm just gonna go to this one. But that will be the next episode. So I hope you enjoyed it. Yeah, this was nice. This was nice. Okay, so this is the next one, and I hope that my sniffing isn't too bad. So I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you guys in the next episode. Bye bye.